Welcome to the Lease Option Experience. I'm John Jackson, your host, and together with my co-host, Joe Sesky, we answer all of your questions about lease options in real estate. We answer questions about sandwich lease options, straight lease option assignments, also known as wholesaling lease options, which is exactly what we specialize in and what I've specialized in since 2003, having done well over 700 lease option transactions. If you have questions about lease options, this is the podcast you want to be listening to. I know there's a lot of podcasts out there about real estate investing, but this is the only podcast devoted specifically to the niche of lease options. We answer all of your questions and guide you through actual real transactions, both of our own, our students, and our listeners. So what do you say? Let's get started with the next episode of the Lease Option Experience.
It's interesting, right? And I was talking with a couple of my students last week about this, who had a traditional lease option going on, and we're talking about that. And they also had a meeting with a brand new investor, right? And there's such good, I would say pros and cons, because that's not the right phrase, but there's differences with both that are so good. With our system, it's really about people, relationships, follow up. It's stuff I like to do, right? Here's the thing. I've run into a lot of folks, they want the push button, right? I want the push button. Mm-hmm. Like, do I have 9 softwares that all talk to each other and I just have checks dump into my account? I want that. Sign me up for that, right? I'm like, well, my stuff, you kind of have to talk. But here's the thing. I make money from going out, taking people out to golf, right? Or we're going hiking, or we're, going out and just whatever. You're hanging out, you're schmoozing, you're networking. It's people you like, it's people you work with. So I'll go to a mortgage office and I'll talk with, maybe 10, 15 people in the mortgage office. Hey guys, do you ever have any turn downs that can't get financing? Does that ever happen? And yeah, I've got one right now, man. Here's the story. Or I had a couple last week, or I had, a few last month. And, every once in a while you get that guy or woman who says, no, I never get anybody. They can all, okay, keep talking, right? Like, you're either not doing a lot of business at all, or you just get, like beautiful, amazing unicorn referrals. But people who are actually doing deals, they get turn downs. And so, my kind of spiel to them is, look, what if you could, instead of saying, sorry, I can't help you, make them feel like crap and you wasted an hour of your time and you're not getting paid? What if we could still help them go get a house today? And what if you can put that in your future pipeline? So let's just even say we could do this 4 times a year. You have 4 extra loans coming to you next year that you're going to get paid out on, right? 8, 16, 12, $20,000 coming to you that I can almost guarantee you wouldn't have happened. Because let's be real, no one's going to sit and look at your drip campaign for the next 2 years and go to you, right? It's not going to happen. They're going to sign a lease and they're going to go bye-bye. But if you're the one that got them the house now when no one else can, you look like a freaking hero, right? And we can help them get into something. And then sometimes they say, well, Jesse, what about the agent? The agent sent it to me and I said, guess what? I can pay your agent. I can help your agent get paid. I'm like, wait a minute, my agent still gets paid right now instead of a turn down, and then I'll get the loan next year in 2 years? Yes. Okay, so what's the qualifications? And then we talk, and then it's just a follow-up game, and here's the thing, they're not going to think about you too often because they're thinking about people they can help, people they can get done. So you got to, check in, follow up every 3, 4, 5 weeks. Oh yeah, that's right, I got this one guy, blah, 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 blah. But here's the cool thing is, for me again, right? And there's so many benefits of doing it all different ways. But I love when I get the person, I've got that instant credibility. They're like, talk to Jessie. And if it's coming from a loan officer, for example, they've already got their stuff. And can I give you a little secret? And not like it's a secret, but it's my secret. But I know you guys know when I say it. The loan officers know the truth, right? The loan officers know the truth. So when you're talking to someone like, oh man, I don't know, I could probably scrape up 10 grand. They got 20. Yeah. They got 30. Guess who knows that? The loan officer does, because they tell the loan officer everything. Right. So the loan officer, they want to look as good as they can. So the loan officer's like, I know he's telling you he's only got 10 to 20, but he's got 50 in a retirement account if he wants to access that, right? And he's got, blah, blah, blah in this account. So it's just good because I just have all the information. I know it. Then I reverse engineer it. What are you paying now? What can you pay? These are great questions, right? Because again, more than anyone, if you can't pay $1,500 a month now, I'm not going to put you into something paying $1,800, right? Hello. We're not going to set you up to fail. I want to set everybody up to win. I want it to work. I want it to work out. I know there's people who do this that don't. If it doesn't, I'm not going to cry about it, right? But I want to go to bed at night knowing I gave someone every single chance to get this done and do it the right way. But so that's kind of conversation with loan officers. With agents, it's very similar. Have you ever had?
Let me pause there. Just let me pause there for just a second. And I'm going to pick up on the conversation with the agents.
Yeah.
So I know Joe and I are probably one of them having some of the similar questions. Is that conversation with the loan officer? That loan officer has to be very careful on what they give you, right?
Well, what I have them do is I have them give everything back to the borrower, and then the borrower can give it directly to me. Or the borrower can email and say, I give full approval and authorization for the loan officer to share this.
Okay.
Yep, great question.
Okay, so let's go into where you were talking about that conversation with the agent.
Mm-hmm. So then with the agent, again, similar conversation, but the thing cooler, again, because we don't want to pay the loan officer, RESPA violation, right? There's this stupid, we can't, we all got opinions on that, but I'm not paying the loan officer. I'm saying, look, you're going to forget about this. And next year, you're going to have thousands of dollars coming to you forgot about. Pretty cool, right? And you get to look like a hero today. And if you're the loan officer that is helping your agent that brought you the person, and you're helping them get paid when they wouldn't get paid, you look like the hero to them. And guess what? They're going to think about you next time because you were the one who can get this done. And then, you can take the credit, even though we're the Wizard of Oz and we're getting it done on the back end, that's cool. So with the agents, it's the same thing as, have you had anyone that couldn't get pre-approved? Have you had any turndowns? Have you had something blow up at the end, right? And here's the thing, if it blows up, and I get these every month I get these. Not the same agent, of course, right? That'd be a horrible agent. Really bad luck. Real bad luck. Dropping 90 grand. I don't know. But no, I get it from a lot of different agents and a lot of different brokerages. But so with the agents say, hey, have you had one that fell apart at the end? Well, if someone's like, I think I'm buying this and I've been in the mortgage process for 45 days, 30 days, 60 days, and all of a sudden I can't get this, they want that house. They don't want to say, hi, look at my website, I've got 4. Which one do you want? They want that house, right? Now, maybe they will go somewhere else because they're going to rent. I mean, it sucks. It's a crappy situation for everybody. But so we can make that happen. Now, the terms are different. They're not going to get, the 2.9 they thought they were going to get, and they're not paying $250 like they thought they're going to pay. So everything's different, but we can still come in and salvage that deal. The agent gets paid a commission, not always a full commission, sometimes a reduced commission, depends on the deal. That's part of the way that, I also make money, and I kind of show my students how to get paid too. We can kind of double dip a couple of different buckets, but they're getting a majority of the money they thought they were going to get that all of a sudden they weren't going to get. And their client still gets the house that they wanted to get. So people come to us one of two ways. It's, hey, I want this house, but I can't get this house, or I just can't get anything right now. What do you have? And we do still have some of our own inventory sometimes, whether it's mine or one of my other investor friends or partners. I do a lot of work with a great best friend of mine who's one of the top wholesalers and rehabbers in the area. So we've always got off-market stuff too. And that's beautiful. Then we can even mix and match. So right now, on my way home yesterday from our vacation property, I got a text from an agent. Hey, I've got another one for you. I've got someone, they've got $40,000 to $50,000 to put down, up to 300 grand. Can't get financing, but they want to flip it. And so we're like semi-hard money. Insert joke here. But we're not soft money. We're not hard money. We're right in the middle, and we're going to give them the chance to do it. And if we end up taking the house back, okay, great. There's meat on the bone because it's an off-market deal.
Well, thanks for listening to another episode of the Lease Option Experience. I hope you got a lot of information out of that episode. Again, if you have any questions about lease options, email us questions@leasingtobuy.com. Again, that's questions@leasingtobuy.com. And again, if you haven't yet, subscribe to us on iTunes. Give us a thumbs up on any platform that you're listening to or watching us on. Again, questions@leasingtobuy.com. And if you haven't, again, go to leaseoptionclasses.com. Get all your free downloads, a lot of great information, including the steps to lease option, my lease option calculator, my seller price sheet, and even my comparison sheet. Again, that's leaseoptionclasses.com. And we've got a lot more training videos there as well. And you can even learn more about the Lease Options 2.0 training information. All right, take care, and we'll see you on the next episode.